There are times when you just want to throw your hands up and call in an exorcist. That was the case at the client company. Everything seemed to check out fine. They tested every component, every supplier solemnly swore their hardware worked perfectly, but still, the production line was freaking out unpredictably and often, and the company was missing product ship dates. All the tests said everything was flawless, except it wasn't. The operators got to referring to the problem as the result of the ghost, and they were only half kidding. No one had a clue. The ghost had been haunting them, quite literally, for years. Avanceon visited the plant. The initial goal was to conduct an investigation and develop a scope of work. The client explained that the production line was wildly inconsistent. At one moment, it would be running great, and at the next, it would screw up completely. The ghost would amuse itself by randomly frying electrical components. The company found itself replacing them on a regular basis, only to see the same thing happen again, sometimes with the same board, sometimes with others. And go figure, the hardware vendors who came in frequently to test their components all proclaimed that the problem must be because of the other guy. Everything of theirs was fully functional. The client was so spooked by the line's unpredictable performance that they could see only one solution: rip out and replace its entire electrical system. Avanceon began working with the client to do a thorough examination of the line, looking particularly closely at electrical power distribution and communications. Not surprisingly, based on the issues, the OEM machine builder had supplied a house of horrors. Power, control, instrument, and communication cables and wires were not properly separated, allowing the strong possibility of induced electrical interference. External cables and wires were stuffed into wireways that themselves were overstuffed. Electrical distribution lacked isolation transformers, permitting induced electrical noise in the power distribution. The communication code revealed inadequate, non-deterministic communication techniques. The Avanceon analysis revealed that the client's inability to isolate the problem was due to everyone looking at it in piecemeal. While each component of the system passed inspection individually, actually seeing and slaying the ghost required a more holistic approach. The client, like many small to medium-sized businesses, didn't have a control engineer to consider the complete problem and only looked at its various elements. Avanceon sent in a multidisciplinary team that attacked the problem on 3 fronts. An electrical design team redesigned the electrical power distribution and added isolation transformers. Avanceon's electrical field staff carefully ran new instrument and communication cables around production, leaving the old cables in place. They also rewired the power delivery as per the new design. The control engineer team redesigned the communications to be deterministic. After a successful communication factory test, the client went live with the corrected system. There were very few problems. The ghost, in reality random electrical noise roaming around the system and wreaking havoc, disappeared, vanished at last. The company awarded Avanceon an annual support contract. Avanceon provided emergency break fix in a holistic fashion, trained company technicians, and delivered monthly plant control engineering services based on a mutually created list of upgrades and improvements. For full details on this project, as well as other solutions we have provided, visit us at www.avanceon.com.